The time is near. The time is near. Grain rising. I figure I sing to you guys today. But anyway, as I was in prayer today, that's what I heard. The time is near. The time is near. And my reading today is from Mark 8, chapter 35. And I actually did the AMP version today and not the NIV or the other ones. But this one, for some reason, really broke it down. And it says, for whoever wishes to save his life in this world will eventually lose it through death. But whoever loses his life in this world for my sake and the gospel will save it from the consequences of sin and the separation from God. So my question was to myself, what can this world give me? So I had to really sit back and really think about it. And I was like, okay, everything that the world gives me is temporary. So I'm actually reading from my notes. And then I had to really sit, and I was like, okay, my old life satisfied me for a moment. The drinking and the having sex and things that please my fleshly desires, right? So me drinking, it numbed the pain and probably my insecurities and things I just didn't want to face in that moment. But what happens when I was sober minded, right? Everything is back. It didn't resolve anything. But just for that moment, pleasing my fleshly desires. So then I go down to, I was saying to myself, I didn't want to be like this lukewarm Christian. And I don't believe there's lukewarm. I believe you're either hot or you're cold. So when he's talking about losing your life for him is when you actually gain it. And I didn't understand that when I first started this walk. But let me just tell you, everything that God gives us, it's permanent. It's eternal. The world has nothing to offer us. And if you read, I think before and even after this chapter, it talks about picking up your cross. So what does that look like to me, picking up my cross and giving my life to him, losing my life for him? That looks like killing my fleshly desires, doing what's right, loving my neighbors as I love myself, serving others, loving on people even when I can't, just pretty much thinking about what Jesus would do in different situations that I have been in. How do I respond to different situations, right? Do I have to always respond? Be fast to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry. So when I think about my old life, I'm like, would I take that lifestyle back? No, I wouldn't dare. Because guess what? Me drinking, sleeping with whoever, that didn't fill the void that I was feeling. It didn't heal the broken heart. It didn't bring me closer to God. All it did was pull me further away. So when he said, lose your life for me, let me tell you what he's giving you back. He's giving you, 1, you get freedom. 2, he fills the void that no man can fill. He gives you things that are permanent, eternal. He does not give you happiness. He gives you joy. You'd be surprised. Even in your darkest times, he's still there. It's like, how are you finding joy when your world looks like it's upside down? That's nobody but God. The alcohol can't do it. People can't do it. No one can do that. The shopping habits, the eating habits, that stuff cannot satisfy our soul. So as I was sitting there, I was just like, okay. So when it comes to just surrendering even more and watching what God has already done in my life and what he continues to do, I'm like, wow. And let me just tell you another thing. And I was like, okay, Me being a good person ain't gonna get me in heaven. It's not gonna get me into heaven. It is that relationship. Me having intimacy time with him, being in his presence, talking to him, listening to him. It's just like a relationship. Imagine being inside of a relationship and you just being this good person. There's no intimacy. You're not spending any time. You're not learning about that person. You're not willing to give anything up. You just want to just be there and you think it's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay, and that's how it works with God. It's not okay. There's so much more. So when he says to lose your life for me, those fleshly desires, that's not filling the voids. That's giving us temporary happiness. The things that cover up our hurt and pain, that's not from God and of God. So I really had to sit with this today, and I was just like, okay, all right, Lord, I got this. So I have like this whole book of notes. And what else, I was kind of like questioning, because these are questions that I've listened to people say. So why is there crime and homeless people in the world? When you give your life up for Christ, right, he dwells inside of us, right? So his healing power is inside of us. His loving power is inside of us. His boldness, his courage, everything that who Jesus is inside of us, right? So think about it this way. If everybody in the world actually lose their life for him and live more like him and do what he has done, set free, deliver, serve the homeless, love each other as we love our neighbors, heaven will be here on earth. He said there's a lot of work. Was this plenty? I think it is Matthew 9:37. Then he said to his disciples, the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. What are we doing? If we all did our part and not just be a good person and actually have that relationship and allow him to change us from the inside out and walk the purpose and the plan that he has for us, we can bring heaven to earth. What do you think he's doing right now? He is raising up his soldiers, the ones that are saying yes to him, the ones that he is knocking on their door, and we are like, yes, I am here. I am that vessel. Send me. Send me. And then you have those who saying, well, we have this and what are you doing to make a difference? Are you just sitting there and you're like, it is what it is? What are we doing? So let's examine our hearts. Let's examine what are we doing to make a difference in this world? And get rid of the I'm going to say the selfishness of just thinking about self. Like I said, if you take 1 million of us to lose our life for Christ and go out and share the good news, raise the sick from the dead, heal those that are broken, he gave us the authority and the power to do these things because he dwells inside of us. Heaven will be here on earth. So ponder on Mark 8:35, and like I said, read before and read also underneath it, and like examine your heart and see if you really picking up your cross. What's satisfying your flesh versus your spirit and your soul. So I pray that you have an amazing day. I pray that this message bless someone. And happy Friday.